ready? Looks like it. It's rolling. All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Coach Todd. I'm Coach Cole. Brooklyn's hanging out back there. And welcome back to another outfit workout. Today, what we have for you is a 20-minute body weight only workout. So you don't need any equipment, just your body weight. We are going to use a bench. You could use a chair, a couch, a coffee table, some sort of just elevated surface. We'll talk more about that when we get to that movement. So before we get going, just two quick things. First off, we post new workouts every week. We have 40-minute workouts, this 20-minute workout, and then also some core workouts. So please go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we post new workouts. The other thing is you're just going to notice that Coach Cole and myself are both not wearing masks, and we're going to be indoors, particularly working out indoors, and we're only doing it for the purpose of this video. So anytime that we're indoors, regardless of what we're doing, we're always wearing masks. You should as well. We are still in the middle of a pandemic, and we got to get through the winter before things start to get better. So keeping everyone safe is a team sport, so we ask that you do your part. With that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Coach Cole. We're going to do a quick warm-up, and then we're going to start talking about the workout / movements for today.
Ready? All right, Wednesday. A couple things that happen for the warm-up. First things first, we're just going to get some very simple forward lunges with a twist. So I'm going to set my right foot forward, nice and long, front foot back, flat, back knee to the floor, twist out that torso left and right, we'll step right back up. That's one, switch legs for me. We'll get 10 total, 5 each side. I think I'm on 8. 2 more sounds good. I can only count to 10 anyway. Once we finish up those lunges, we're going to get some high kicks. Arm circle with the right arm. Left foot's going to kick up to hit that right hand. Let's go 10 total again, 5 each side. Nice big arm circle. Nice big kick. Closing that hip out. Stretching out that hamstring. Once we hit 10, we're going to hit a quick 3 inchworm, so hands on the floor, walking all the way out to a high plank. 1 push up from those feet or the knees, walking it back in, rolling it up, going again. Just 3. Once you roll back up on the third, we got a really quick hip warm up. My absolute favorite, fence overs. I'm just pretending I'm standing right on the right side of a fence. Well, there's a fence right here. It's pretty prickly. Don't touch it. I'm going to step my right leg up all the way over. Now I'm straddling the fence. Left leg's going to come with me. We'll go cross and back 8 times total. The higher you step up, the more you're going to open those hips, turn those hip flexors on. And like it's going to hurt if you touch it. It's nice and electric. You ever touched an electric fence?
No.
I have.
What does it feel like?
Electrifying.
Not in a good way, I imagine.
Not in a good way, no.
Deep, like, it knocks you out electrifying, or just like, I feel that?
Once you finish these step overs, we're going to quick 30 jumping jacks to do as I finish this conversation. It was, well, I did it twice. The first time I did it, I think it must have been like a lower level electric fence. Right. So it zapped me like, whoa, but it wasn't anything crazy. So next time I was somewhere a couple years later, I was like, oh yeah, it's like, didn't hurt me last time. But that fence is no joke. That one, like, it's a little bit of like a worrying heart movement for a second. You're like, wow, I don't feel good about that. So, moral of the story, don't touch electric fences.
I've never touched an electric fence, but as a child, I got into a lot of mischief. And I did somehow like put a paper clip inside of an electrical socket.
Oh, really?
And so,
I've never done.
A very electrifying experience as well. Yeah. Don't do that.
All right, we have a bodyweight workout today. Todd will take you away with it.
So here we go. What it's going to be is we're going to be on what's known as an EMOM, every minute on the minute. We're going to do this for 20 minutes. And we're gonna rotate through two different complexes, not really. The first minute, you have 3 different movements that we're gonna put together. The second minute is gonna be 1 movement, and then we're gonna alternate between those 2. So let's talk about the first minute. The first minute is gonna start with 5 push-ups. So 4 push-ups, Coach Cole's gonna help me out here. He's gonna get set up, wrists are gonna be right under his shoulders, nice straight line through his body. He's gonna lower down, keeping the elbows close, chest touches, nothing else. He's gonna press up, and that's gonna be 1, 2, 3 until we get to 5. So those are gonna be our push-ups. Thank you, and relax for a second. For those push-ups, let's really try to focus on keeping those elbows closer to the side, as opposed to letting them, particularly as you start to fatigue, flare out, flare out, flare out. So really try to keep them close to your side. Second movement is gonna be tuck-ups. So he's gonna start in the hollow body position. Hollow body position is gonna have his legs straight, toes are pointed, his lower back is in contact with the ground, arms are up by his head. He's gonna bring his knees into his chest and his arms to his side, so he's just up there on his tailbone. He's gonna reset back to that hollow body, and then come back in and come back up. What he's not gonna do is come up and then collapse on the ground, and then come back up again. So here he just loses all tension throughout his body, and then he tries to regain it. He's instead gonna go back to a hollow body. He's gonna keep nice tension throughout and moving up and down. Thank you. So that's gonna be the second movement. We're gonna have 5 push-ups. We're gonna have 10 tuck-ups. And then the last thing is Coach Cole's favorite, ski jumps. Not my favorite. So the ski jump, he's gonna start on one side. He's gonna hop to his right leg. His left hand is gonna come over, touch around where the foot is. So he's hopping back and forth. The foot that isn't landing in the front, you can see is floating in the back. You're gonna do 10 total per side, 20 total for the full body. So first minute, 5 push-ups, 10 tuck-ups, 20 ski jumps. This is gonna take you probably somewhere 45 to 50 seconds or so. However much time we have in that minute, you'll rest, and then we'll go into minute 2, which Coach Cole is gonna talk about in a second, and it's gonna be our Bulgarian split squats. But just know, we're gonna hit each station or each movement 10 times each. So the 5, 10, 20 we'll do 10 times, and the Bulgarian split squats we're gonna do 10 times as well. So let's talk about Bulgarian split squats.
All right, Bulgarian split squats. We're sticking with that body weight movement for today, so you will be doing these body weight. You're gonna choose a foot to go first. Can be your left or right, doesn't matter. We'll do both feet. So Todd's gonna put one foot on the floor. He's gonna put his other foot on his bench, his chair, his couch, his bed, whatever he's got hanging around. He's probably gonna have to hop that front foot out a little bit more. There we go. All right. His goal is to reach his back knee towards the floor as long as his front shin stays nice and vertical right here. So he's going to lower that back knee down. He can go all the way to the floor because he's super duper mobile. If you get about 2/3 of the way, somewhere down there, I want you to find your range of motion with that nice flat front foot and then push back up. All right. Notice Todd's knee joint is staying right above his ankle. If his foot is too far in close towards the bench, we have him hop back a little bit, and he lowers down to the floor. Notice he's up on his toes, his knees way over here, past the back of his foot. That's not really what we want for today. So nice flat front foot, shin nice and tall, so he can press up to the sky. He's gonna go up and down 8 times on the right. We're gonna switch his feet, and he's gonna go up and down 8 times on the left. All right, every time checking to make sure that front foot's nice and flat, that our weight is in the midfoot, not up on those toes. All right, last thing, Todd's doing these sideways to you, but we want to make sure in this movement we're not walking a tightrope. So my left foot and my foot that's on the bench aren't on the same plane here. Make sure they're about shoulder width apart just so we can get some good balance in this movement.
This movement is probably new for a lot of us, even if you do some bodyweight movements, so definitely try it right now before we get started. First thing you're going to notice is what, probably?
In the movement?
Yeah.
First thing you're going to notice, maybe your back knee can't fully reach the floor, depending on how high your target is, or just your hips are super tight. That's cool. Find the bottom of that range and press right up. Second thing you're going to notice is you might be immediately pushed onto those toes in that front foot. That probably means you need to hop out a little bit farther forward so you can keep that nice flat front foot. Cool. Nice flat foot means our quads are also, or excuse me, our glutes are also working, not just our quads. And that's the goal for today. Cool.
You're going to, after your first round, notice that one side is not like the other. One side is not going to be as mobile, it's not going to feel as good. What I would recommend is after your first round, start with that side. Start with the side that you're less mobile or less comfortable in, so you can spend a little more time hitting those reps. And then the second side, as you're a little more fatigued, but you're a little more mobile on that side, should be just a little less challenging. So we're going to be going in 30 seconds. Let's remember, this is a 20-minute workout. First minute, which is coming up, is gonna be your 5 push-ups, your 10 tuck-ups, and then your 20 ski jumps. Rest until minute 2 starts, which is gonna be your Bulgarian split squats. How many per leg?
8 per leg.
So 8 per leg for those split squats.
10 seconds. We have 20-minute EMOM today. It's a nice long EMOM. Stay in it, keep moving. 5 push-ups in 3, 2, and we are a go. Flip it right on over for 10 tuck-ups.
So remember, you're actually coming up on your butt there, coming up on your tailbone, coming back into that hollow, nice tension on the bottom position, and then going straight in.
And up to 20 once we get to our ski jumps. 10 each leg, 20 total. I already lost count, assuming I'm on 8. Keep going. Once you finish, not gonna have a ton of rest this minute. We got about 10 seconds. We're gonna find our bench. Get ready to put that back foot up first. 3, 2, 1. Good, here we go. We know what we're looking for, that nice flat front foot. Knee staying right over that ankle joint. Switching after 8. Again, opposite roll one knees. His knee goes a little bit lower than mine does. If you fall over, catch yourself, hop right back up. It's just some fitness thing. It's not a super big deal. Have a little bit longer to rest on this minute. We got about 25. Round 1 is done. Only 9 more. Lots of work today.
All right, so 10 seconds, we're gonna be going into our push-ups. Again, let's remember, hands are on your shoulders. Keep those elbows by your side. 3, 2, 1. Especially as you start to fatigue in later rounds, you're gonna feel the desire for them to roll out. You really gotta fight that though.
Try and stay moving on these 20 ski jumps. Like me, you love this movement. Just count up to 20. The quicker you go, more rest you're gonna have. Ten seconds. Back to that bench.
If it helps to get that foot in place first, feel free to do that.
And we are in. Good boy.
Just over 30 seconds.
Bulgarian split squats are one of the best movements. Target those glutes, that butt, and your quads a little bit. So if you feel like these are tiring, turn your legs on. That's awesome. We want them to be. Again, like Todd said, if you find a leg that's definitely harder than the other, start on that leg. And the other leg, we'll finish with more breathing. A little bit harder. Round 3, 10 seconds. Push-ups coming up. Big work today. And the arm move.
if you find these ski jumps to be a little challenging, first thing you want to try to think about is smaller hops. So maybe you're trying to jump too far every time. So just to make them small and tight. The more comfortable you get with the movement, the more you can start to make them a little bigger, a little bigger. 10 seconds. We're back to our Bulgarian split squats. Here we go. So this movement is newer for you. Honestly, it may just feel like a lot of mobility work. You may be feeling a lot of stretching, and that's fine, right? As you get more comfortable with the movement, it's going to become a little easier for you to do. Try not to shorten the range of motion. Try to actually see if you can go to the end range and then maybe a little bit more before you stand up. I'm not saying you should try to force something that's not going to happen, but if you treat it a little more like stretching, you might be able to get a little bit lower in these later rounds as we're moving, because we are doing 10 rounds each.
Got 10 seconds. On to round 4, just like that. Moving down. 3, 2, and we are in 5, 10, 20.
As you're going through these tuck-ups, you can also make them a little more challenging. Instead of bringing your knees into your chest and your arms to the side, you can start in a hollow body position and do a V-up, making contact with your hands and with your toes. So that's a way that you can make it more challenging now that you've done a couple rounds and you kind of know how we're feeling today. $20 total ski jumps, 10 per side. Oh God. Ten seconds, back to the Bulgarian split squat. Three, 2, 1, here we go. Looking good.
Right through that little bit of glute. Hang on in.
All right, just about 30 seconds. Woo.
Coming up on round 5. Making it happen today. Lots of different stuff. These split squats again. Pretty different movement for a lot of us. Take some time to learn them. That's cool. Don't fret if your knee's not hitting the floor, if you're feeling a bit wobbly. Hopefully by the end of these 20 minutes, you feel a little bit more confident with them. Not going to perfect them in a day. 4, 3, 2, and we're moving.
All right, back to your push-ups. 5 push-ups, 10 tuck-ups, 20 ski jumps. So this is a 20-minute workout that we're doing, all with body weight. This is actually the first time that we're posting an only bodyweight workout. All the other workouts that we have posted, and there's numerous ones up, they're mostly 40-minute workouts, and they require one piece of equipment. So either one dumbbell or one kettlebell, maybe something you have at home, maybe you have a home gym you can go and watch them do the workout in, maybe you have some other resource, but just to let you know, we do have other workouts, and they do use weights. If that's something that you're interested in checking, again, subscribe to the channel. You'll get those notifications.
Brooklyn, you fill your water bowl.
She didn't take any drink out of it. She just knocked it over.
Got 5 seconds. Back to some more split squats. 4, 3, 2. We are up.
So when you're doing these split squats, what we are both using are benches, and both of these benches are 18 inches high, which is a pretty good height for it. The higher that you get above these 18 inches, the more challenging, or you won't be able to actually get that back knee all the way to the ground. So just take note of what you're using and what that height is. And maybe you have something around that's a little bit lower for you to see if that feels a little bit better for you. Who are you growling at?
We got 5 rounds down, 5 to go. 5 is not the smallest number in the world. Stay with me here. 20 minutes for today. Keep it moving. Going on the floor. 4, 3, 2, 5 push-ups. Good. Right on up, ready to those ski jumps. Just count to 20.
$15 seconds. Back to those Bulgarian split squats.
Whew. We're in it today. One way to get there to finish. Here we go. 4, 3, pick that back foot up, and we're on. Oh boy.
I'm right-handed. A lot of you are probably right-handed. When I have my left leg elevated on the bench, it's noticeable how much tighter and how much lower I'm not able to get. So it's pretty common for you to have a bias towards your dominant side. So it's not something you really should beat yourself up about, but just notice. And that's one of the benefits of doing unilateral movements, doing one side at a time and then the other, instead of saying both sides together like a squat, is you get to feel the differences. Go back to push-ups in 3.
And we're up, guys. 4 more rounds. So we're gonna hang on for, gonna hit that number today. Stay in it on those ski jumps, all right? No matter how wide you get, Todd, you love this movement, you're flying across the floor, or you're hitting a little bit smaller jumps to keep yourself moving. You want that number 20, no more, no less. We have about 10 seconds to find it. Get some more split squats in. 4, 3, 2, and right up and down. Check that front foot. Make sure you feel weight throughout that whole foot. Don't really want you all the way at the heel, or especially all the way on those toes. Be right over that ankle joint. Flat is key today. 8 each side. Stick with that number.
Woo. 30 seconds.
Oh yeah. 3 more rounds, that's all.
Got it.
Number 3. Here we go, Wednesday. Stay on it. 10 seconds. 5, 10, 20. It's coming. 4, 3, 2, right here, pick 5.
So these push-ups, they should be unbroken. If as we're starting to get through it, now that we're in the 7th round here, round 8, round 9, round 10, those start coming up. If you start to feel like the push-ups are really starting to go, and what I mean by that is if you go to failure, if you do push-ups until you can't do any more, the recovery time you're going to need to be able to do another set of 5 unbroken is going to be longer than what we have built in. So you never want to go to failure in workouts like this when it comes to push-ups, because you're not going to have enough time. So you always want to do 1 or 2 reps shy. So if that means you need to scale it for these later rounds, you already have a bench, a surface. This is a perfect way to scale it, to elevate it, still touching your chest to that surface, still getting that lockout, but now that it's elevated, you're going to be pressing less of your body weight. It's a wonderful scaling option outside of going to your knees. I would actually prefer this. Okay, Bulgarian split squats.
Right up, right down. Next minute.
When I'm doing private training with clients and we're doing these Bulgarian split squats, clients love to not lock out at the top, which means instead of getting a straight leg at the top, that's going to be a lockout. They come up a lot of the way and they want to come back down. So really trying to focus on squeezing your quads at the top. When you squeeze your quads, it's going to open up and then lock out that knee for you. All right, you got just over 20 seconds. You got what, last 2?
2 rounds left. You did 8, you can do 2, no problem. Hanging on to those reps now.
Well over the hump now.
We got there for 8, easy to get there.
It may be hump Wednesday, but we're over the hump in the workout. 10 seconds. Dad jokes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side those skiers, we'll be 40 left total for the day. I'm stoked about that.
Keep going, keep going. You got 20 more seconds. Get them all done. Should have about like 5 more seconds of work. 10 seconds, Bulgarian split squats.
3 minutes. Hang on. 3, 2, keep on moving, right through.
Lock out that leg every time. Squeeze the quad. Squeeze your quads. Keep your hands off of that working leg. Don't use that leg, the hands, to help press yourself up. That's assistance that we don't want. So if you just keep your hands on your hips, that's a good spot. You got 30 seconds. And then we got our last 2 minutes work.
Last 2 rounds. Way to get here so far. Crew, hang on. Stay right there with you. 15 seconds.
Again, if you need to scale your push-ups, an elevated surface is great for this last round.
Here we go. 5, 10, 20. Hang on. 4, 3, and we're in it.
Here we go. Last. All right, last 10 tuck-ups. If you're doing V-ups, you're still doing those V-ups. Good for you. The V-ups are really challenging round after round. All right.
20 ski jumps. Last ski jumps of the day.
Less than 30 seconds.
Seconds. Last minute coming up. 8. That is all you have. Quality split squats here though. Flat front foot. Nice vertical shin. 3, 2, all 16. All right, nice.
Almost.
Hang on, make sure that last little burn here. It's only 8.
30 seconds and you made it.
Last couple reps, bro. You don't need the whole minute.
Keep going.
Whatever you need to get 8 in. Want it to happen today. Finish it strong.
Last 15.
If we're struggling on those last couple, if we're feeling that burn, nice flat foot. About 10 seconds to finish it out here. 4, 3, 2, and 20 minutes, just like that. One and done.
Nice job, everybody. Nice little 20-minute piece. Working pretty hard most of that time, though. Working pretty hard most of that time. So again, we have other workouts on the channel. We got 40-minute one weight workouts. We also have some ab workouts. So thank you for working out with us this Wednesday. Again, last time for this video, go ahead and subscribe to this video so you get notifications when we do more workouts, which is every week. Until next time, I'm Coach Todd.
I'm Coach Cole.
This is Brooklyn, and we're gonna see you next time. Take care. What a good girl. Such a good girl. Hi. Hi.
You over there. That's big skill.
Hi. Give me your ball. Give me your ball.